Good evening, guys. It is Tommy at Northern Ear. How are you? I hope you're all okay. Or should I say, hey, jag är Thomas och välkommen till Northern Ear. I'll try the Swedish. Tonight I've been thinking about Sweden a little bit. I'm feeling a little bit nostalgic. I'm missing my family. I've not seen them for a good few years, and I was looking at flights and stuff to see if I could get a little bit of a last minute holiday over there in the next couple of weeks, but I don't think I'm going to be able to just because of COVID and stuff. So I thought tonight I'm going to listen to some Scandinavian artists and just try and imagine that I'm over there experiencing the culture and all that kind of stuff. So some of the artists tonight that I'm going to listen to, I've already heard before on the channel. All the songs are new to me though, but I've heard some of the artists before. So we've got people like Angelina Jordan coming up. We've got obviously people like ABBA. We've got Aurora. We've got a really, really good jazz player, double bass player. I can't remember how you pronounce his name fully. Niels something Pedersen, and we've got another artist or a band called Peter, Bjorn and John, PB&J, and their song Young Loves. Now if we've got time, you guys can suggest some songs to listen to at the end, but I won't be able to do very many. Say hi in the chat. I'll try and stay in touch with you via the chat as well. I've got my phone here with the comments coming up on the side for when I'm watching the videos. So what I'll try and do is listen to the songs and then revisit the chat later on and try and catch up with all the comments that are going on. So if you're in the chat and you're watching, then come and say hello. I'm just going to kick off tonight with N-Hop, which is the double bass player from Denmark, Niels Pedersen, and he plays double bass, and he is apparently one of the game changers. Underrated, underrated in the sense that, he slips under the radar a lot for when people pick out these great jazz musicians. So if you're a jazz fan or you like a bit of jazz, or you can just appreciate someone playing some amazing music, then this is the video for you. So I'm just going to jump straight into it. Let's make sure I'm on full screen. I'm going to bring up the screen on your screen right now, and let's press play.
Here's the great bass player Oscar Pettiford. The title is Blues in the Closet, and is here played by Larry Coryell, Philip Katrine, and myself.
Blues in the Closet. So we've got two guitars and a bass, okay. Okay, settling us in with this riff. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. This is him. Notice the third finger. Oh. I'm just going to pause it there. To be able to play an instrument with strings that thick so quickly, when you've got no frets as well to kind of guide you. I know that's going to be not much of a factor because he's been playing it for years and it's all about the feel, but that must be incredibly, that must take some incredible hard work and lots of practice. Let's just appreciate some of that again. Notice he's using his third finger here. Oh, a bit of call and response. Oh, okay. Nice. They're just having fun now, aren't they? Oh, he did it. He did it. Did he get harmonics out of it as well? Okay. Ah, he did. Ah, loving life, aren't they? Loving life. That's what I love about jazz, because all of that solo work that you just heard is improvised. You know, it's never played exactly the same way. All they know is the structure of the song. They know that main riff. They know how many bars they've got. And they know that at this point, you're going to play a solo, and at this point, I'm going to play a solo. They don't know exactly what solo they're going to play, though. And that's why I love jazz, because you can watch the same song 3 or 4 or 5 times and it'll never be the same. It might be very similar, but never be the same. That was incredible. That was so, so good. And that's just an example of 2 top craft musicians just enjoying themselves. You know, having that whole bounce back. You know, one of them did a bit of a solo and went, yep, there's a harmonic. And Niels went, all right, I can do that. You know, I bet that wasn't planned. And he's just gone, yeah, I'll do it. And then the other guy did a different version of the harmonic, and he's done the same. It's just incredible. Incredible. I really enjoyed that. I could listen to that all day. I could listen to that kind of stuff all day. Incredible. All right, let's have a look at some of the comments. JBJ, oh, you're from Montreal, hello. I suggest Aurora's cover of John Farnham's You're the Voice, great guitar. We have got an Aurora song, but it isn't that one. I will stick that on my suggestions list, though, for a different night. The one that we're going to do tonight is Through the Eyes of a Child by Aurora. That one's been in the suggestions list for a very long time, so I'm going to do that one tonight. Alte, hello, hope you're well. Thanks for joining. John Palby, that was pretty incredible to watch. It was, to be fair, mate. It was. That was very, very good, and that's one of the things why I like jazz. So, Aurora, Through the Eyes of a Child. This is the next song that I'm going to listen to. Now, I've listened to 3 Aurora songs so far, and what I really like about Aurora is her ability to have a deeper meaning with the music and almost to tell a story with the music. So, running the river, I think, the river it was called. You know, the video makes you think that it's about someone hiding their feelings, and then towards the end that they just let this leaves and stuff grow all over the face. I recognise that if you haven't seen the video, me explaining what the video looks like sounds a bit off, so I would recommend go and watch the video. But yeah, I just think she's a great artist. She's a very, very deep artist. She makes some great music. So yeah, I'm just going to jump in. What have we got? The version at the current is probably the best. I'm not sure what version it is. We've got JBJ. I came at the right time, love this song. Which version will you be listening to? Let me just double check which version it is. It is Aurora Through the Eyes of a Child live at the Nidarosdomen. It looks like it's inside a church on the thumbnail, if that means anything to you. And that was probably the most Mancunian pronunciation of that word ever. Bap's here. Now his message has been hidden for review because he's using foul language. But sod it. He said announce it on the Discord. But, you know, you all get a notification because you're all following. And there is a 5-minute timer on there. And this was all pretty impromptu. It was all last minute. I just thought half an hour ago I'm going to do it. So, yeah, maybe I could have announced it in the Discord, but what are you going to do? So, let's just jump in. Aurora Through the Eyes of a Child. I'm just going to make sure that I'm on full screen and bring up the screen for you. And make sure I've got my headphones on. And let's do it. This is Aurora Through the Eyes of a Child. Let's go.
The world is covered by our trails, and scars we cover up with paint. Watch them preaching sour lies. I would rather see the world through the eyes of a child.
Nice.
Through the eyes of a child.
How old is she, by the way?
Darker times will come and go. Times you need to see her smile, and mother's hands are warm and mild. I would rather feel the world through the skin of a child, through the skin of a child. When a human strokes your skin,
Okay.
that is when you let them in. Let them in before they go. I would rather be alive with a childlike soul, with a childlike soul. Hey, Don't you, please don't leave me here.
Wow. Incredible. Again. I think that's my favourite Aurora song. That performance was just special, wasn't it? I think just the sound of the song, the way that it was performed, the location that it was in, the acoustics must have been incredible in there. Yeah. And this is where, if I was doing this recorded rather than live, I'd probably be sat here for about 5 minutes just trying to take in what I've just seen and edit it out. You wouldn't ever see me just sat here. But I feel like this is one of those times where I just need to just kind of take it in a little bit. She got me with some of the notes that she hit. The verse had some really interesting kind of minor notes in there that didn't sound like they belonged in the song. Then she started doing those falsetto notes, very, very piercing, angelic sounding. The lyrics were great as well. Things like the opening one that she came up with was, what was it? That the world is full of trees, plants or trees, and we cover up our scars with paint. She talks about if people make that connection with you, if someone touches you, you need to let them in before they go. So it's a song about life. It's a song about the trials and tribulations of life and how people enter and leave your life, whether physically because they've passed away or whether it's just emotionally left your life where you don't interact with them anymore. But Jesus, what a song. What a song that is. That's really, really good. Loved that. Okay, comments. Let's have a look. Any version of the song is a good version, so no complaints there. Yeah, okay, agree that. I was thinking that happened quiet, I think. Ben Erickson said she's 24. Was she 24 on that performance? Because I think she just got one of those faces where she looks quite young still. Alte, notifications are not very fast. Last time, Omar didn't even know you were streaming until the stream was over. Yeah, okay, to be fair, alright, fair enough. Next time I go live, I'll announce it in the Discord. By the way, guys, if you do want to get involved in the Discord, I've put a link in the description section where you can go on there. There's about 20 people in there, all chatting pretty much all day, every day about many different things. The other day they was doing Sudoku puzzles together, talk about music, they go and listen to music, occasionally we might do quiz nights and stuff like that, so it's very good. But more importantly, you get to find out stuff that I'm going to be doing, you get to find out what songs I'm going to be doing. There's even voting challenges in there, voting access and stuff in there, so have a look if you're interested in that. Let's have a look at some more of the comments. She's an emotional diving, divining rod, taps in and draws them out. She does. The quiver in her voice, childlike soul. Yeah. I agree. She's got this incredible connection with her voice and with her presence down the microphone through the camera. She's great. Love it. Next, probably the biggest Swedish band ever, and it's ABBA. And ABBA have been one of the biggest surprises for me whilst doing this channel, because, this time last year, if you would have asked me about ABBA, I would have said Mamma Mia, Dancing Queen, Money, 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 all those kind of like big commercial songs that they're very famous for. And someone suggested ABBA when I first started the channel, and I thought, oh, it's going to be more of that. I want to do something a bit more interesting. And I'm not saying that those songs aren't interesting. They're very, very, very good songs, but I wanted to do something interesting. And I listened to The Visitors, and it was the first song, and it really pricked up my attention. It showed me a whole new side to the band, and I thought, oh my God, I didn't even know that they did music like this. And every song that I've done since, I've done The Day Before You Came, Like an Angel Passing Through My Room, and If It Wasn't for These Nights. And every single time I've been like, oh my God, they've got a different side to them. They've got a darker side to them, and it's really, really interesting. And the next one that a lot of people have been mentioning is I'm a Marionette by ABBA. So that's the one that I'm going to listen to. So it's ABBA, I'm a Marionette. That's the one that I'm going to listen to. I'm just going to jump straight in again. So let me get the video up and make sure that I am on screen for you guys. And yeah, let's go. This is ABBA with I'm a Marionette. Oh, okay, straight away bass. Nice, all right.
You're so free, that's what everybody's telling me. Yet I feel I'm like an outward bound, pushed around refugee. Something's wrong, got a feeling that I don't belong. As if I had come from outer space, out of place, like you come.
The triplets in this make me feel like I'm listening to a pop version of an Iron Maiden song. Just because of the din-din-din-din-din-din-din-din rhythm.
From outer space, out of place, like you come. I'm a marionette, just a marionette on the string. I'm a marionette, everybody's dead just as long as I sing. I'm a marionette, see my pirouette round and round. I'm a marionette, just a silly old clown. Like a doll, like a puppet with no will at all. And somebody taught me how to talk, how to walk, how to walk.
Nice! that was exhausting. That was ABBA, I'm a Marionette. I'll be honest, I didn't catch any of the lyrics this time round. It was all a little bit fast and hectic for me to catch it. I heard the odd line about learning to walk and talk and silly old clown, but I can't get any references and try to make any connections. That sounded really dramatic, really theatrical. And again, a different side to the band that I've not heard before. I didn't even know they had a guitar solo in them. I was quite impressed with that. But I think that is a song that I need to listen to away from live with the lyrics up and, you know, listen to it a few times and get a feel for what the song is about. But musically, great sound. They had some really, really interesting chord structures. You know, there was lots of downscales, quite a lot. Yeah, like I said, that guitar solo, I just think the only thing that's missing for me at the minute is the lyrics. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed listening to that. Interesting. Okay, let's have a look at some of these comments that have come through. Let's have a look. Alte, this will be my first time listening to any ABBA song. Really? Alte. So, first of all, that means you've not heard anything like Mamma Mia or Dancing Queen or anything. But second of all, and more importantly, that means you haven't watched my other ABBA videos. What's wrong with you, man? That's not good enough. But yeah, okay, I hope you liked it anyway. John Palby, wow, I'm getting Sticks Mr. Roboto vibes. Don't know who that is, let me know. Very interesting, I did not expect that, enjoy it a lot. Yeah, it was different, wasn't it? It was different. I enjoyed that. Okay, that was ABBA, I'm a Marionette. The next one, I'm a little bit apprehensive to do this one because out of all the videos that I've done for the past, when did the channel start? February, so we're 8 months into it. Out of all the videos that I've done in the last 8 months, which is well over 200 videos now, Angelina Jordan is the artist that has brought the most noise and pain to my channel, most abuse, most negative comments, and that is because when I first listened to Angelina Jordan, I listened to I Put a Spell on You, and I made one observation that she sounded very stylized. And what I mean by that is, if you have time, go and listen to it, you'll see what I mean. I Put a Spell on You, she's singing with this very typical 40s, maybe even 30s, 40s jazz voice, right at the back of her throat, very rounded off. I put a spell on you, that kind of sound. And she's 8 years old in the video. And all I said is that it's very stylized because there's no 8-year-old girl that sings like a 40s jazz star. Like it just doesn't happen. You know, so she's heard that sound somewhere and she's emulating it. I didn't say copying, but oh my god, that caused the biggest amount of pain. And yeah, I listened to another song afterwards, Bohemian Rhapsody, and it was a lot better. She's a lot older in the video. She's found her own, well, she might not have found her own voice because she might still be stylized into something else, but she didn't sound as, I don't want to say fake, but she didn't sound as, she sounded more natural, definitely. And yeah, she's a very, very good singer. I think Angelina Jordan is still only like 16 years old, for those of you that don't know anything about her. She's only 16 years old. She's won America's Got Talent, The Champions. She started singing apparently when she was 3. And, you know, to be fair, I Put a Spell on You was a very, very good song. She did it very good. Whether she's 8 years old or any age, she did it very, very well. But the only thing I didn't like was the sound of her voice, the tone of her voice. I think she could have done it naturally. So tonight, I'm not going to listen to any cover because I don't want to fall into the same trap of she's changed her voice, she's stylising her voice. So I'm going to listen to an original song that she's wrote because I think, you know, if you're writing original songs, chances are you're going to sing it with no kind of predetermined, targeted voice in mind. You're not going to try and copy anyone. You're just going to sing the way that you want the song to be sound. So this is Angelina Jordan, 12 in brackets, so she's 12 years old when she's wrote this song, or maybe she's 12-year-old when she's performed the song, and the song is called Shield, and this is on SVT TV2, which is a Swedish TV channel, or I know that there is a Swedish TV channel called TV2, but I'm guessing it's also a Scandinavian channel, it's not just Swedish. But Angelina Jordan, Shield. Let's go into full screen mode and make sure that you guys can see it, and I'll press play. Let's go.
Please be my shield against all that's blue.
She's 12 years old. Listen to that.
My shield against all that's blue. Love me and lead, and I'll carry through. Keep me from danger, don't leave me too soon. Forgive me for all that I am. Shadows they whisper, stare at my soul. Misled are those who march alone. You guard my dreams, care for my heart. Forgive me for all that I am. You are my fire when I can see. You're the one who's watching over me. You are my fire. Yeah, you are my fire when you are leading. Promise you won't give up on me. You are my fire. Surround me with angels. Don't let them go.
Let me just pause it really quickly because I just want to say something. The song actually sounds really good. Really, it's got a jazzy feel to it, a bluesy feel to it, and she's got a really nice tone to her voice. Very low down, you can tell that she's really comfortable. But after hearing the verse and the chorus, which she's stepped up an octave, I feel like the song could be maybe a tone or 2 tones higher, maybe not as high as 2 tones, but it could be a little bit higher just to show off the voice in the chorus a little bit. Now, having said that, I am only halfway through. She might do that later on in the song. She might be saving some space to go for it, really. So I hope she does. But yeah, I'm liking the sound of the song so far, and I'm liking the sound of her voice so far. I've just noticed in the comment section she's actually 14 now, so this was only 2 years ago.
With angels, don't let them go. Please let my shelter forever hold. You got my dreams, care for my heart. Forgive me for all that I am. You are my fire when I can see. You're the one who's watching over me. You are my fire. Yeah, you are my fire when you are leading. Promise you won't give up on me. You are my fire.
Come on, show me something else, so Angelina.
When on my face it right from my bones, feeling so tired and alone. You are right there, always right there. For that I am grateful to be let your light through. You are my fire my fire when you are leaving. Promise you won't give up on me. You are my fire.
Okay, Angelina Jordan, Shield. Okay. So, thoughts. I fell into a trap the first time I listened to her, and I made reference to the fact that she was 8 years old at the time, and someone said, "Oh, you're making a comment, you're judging her differently because she's very young." And I don't want to fall into that trap this time round. I know that she's only 12 years old, and don't get me wrong, the song sounded good. Her voice sounded really good. Like I said, really smooth, velvety sound, really low, very bluesy. Loved it. But I wanted to see more. And part of me is saying, she's 12 years old, she's 12 years old, she's 12 years old, she's doing a great job. But then the other part of me says, well, no, other people have said I need to stop thinking about her age and just treat her as the musician or the singer that she is. And if I'm taking her age out of it, I think that she could have gave us more in that song. And I'm not saying she could have gone and done some crazy runs or anything. I just think the song could have just been a little bit higher than what it is, just so that when she does sing the chorus, it gives us a little bit more belt. And I know that this is YouTube suicide for me, because Angelina Jordan is one of the most popular Angelina is one of the most popular artists on the channel. And I'm saying that I didn't really like the video again. Actually, the first time round I didn't say I didn't like the video, I just made an observation. So, I think it was a good sounding song though. I think it was a good song, and it would definitely get played on the radio, and it sounded great. Her voice sounded great. I just wanted a little bit more. It was maybe like a 7 or an 8 out of 10, and she could have just give me something just to show us why she is so popular and why everyone loves her. So, let's go back into the comments and let's see what's been said whilst Angelina Jordan has been playing. I loved this song though, didn't sound that poppy actually. Oh, Alta, you're talking about the ABBA song. Good, I'm glad you liked it, mate. I'm glad you liked it. John Palby, I'm only familiar with her covers, so this should be interesting. Okay, let me know what you thought, John. If you've listened to some of her covers, let me know what you thought. I've just realised that my viewer count was on 20, and now it's dropped right down since I've said those things. Did I miss Aurora Scott? You did, mate. I've just done it. But I'm going to separate some of these videos out and put them on a separate video, so you should just be able to catch the Aurora video on its own later on. Tommy, I think you just lost a viewer because of me. Sorry about that. It's okay, I'll forgive you, as long as you go and watch my other ABBA videos. We got a deal? Got a deal? Okay. Alright, cool. So, I've only got one song left for tonight. And this is a band a group called Peter, Bjorn and John. Or abbreviated to PB&J. Just before I talk a little bit more about this, John, hey man, it's all taste and opinion. Not everything can speak to everyone. I'm with you on this. She's definitely talented. She is talented. She's definitely talented. But, I preferred her Bohemian Rhapsody that she did for America's Got Talent by a long shot. PB&J, Young Ones, I think this one. Young Folks, this is called. And apparently, 2006... this was like, you couldn't get enough of it. This was like the major song, but I don't think I've ever heard it. I've definitely not heard of PB&J, and I don't think I've ever heard of this song. So hopefully, I'm secretly hoping that I'm going to listen to this song and go, oh yeah, I remember that song. What was it, 14 years ago? So I was, 18, 19, something like that. So, yeah, PB&J, Young Folks. Let's jump in. Let's get the old screen on. I hope this doesn't get blocked because it's a Vivo video. So, apologies if it does. But yeah, let's go for it. I do know it. Yes, of course I know this song. Okay.
If I told you things I did before, told you how I used to be, would you go along with someone like me? If you knew my story word for word, had all of my history, would you go along with someone like me?
I did before and had my share. It didn't lead nowhere. I would go along with someone like you. It doesn't matter what you did, who you were hanging with. We could stick around and see this night through. And we don't care about the young folks talking about the outside. And we don't care about the old folks talking about the old style too. And we don't care about the wrong folks talking about our own style. All we care about is talking over me and you. Usually when things has gone this far, people tend to disappear. No one will surprise me unless you do.
I can tell there's something going on. Ours seems to disappear. Everyone is leaving, I'm still with you. It doesn't matter what we do, where we are going to. We can stick around and see this night through. And we don't care about the young folks talking about the young
Okay. That song. That song's alright when it's on FIFA. I saw David comment saying it was on FIFA during the video. Yeah, it was on FIFA. That song's alright when it's on FIFA, when you can't really hear it, but when you're listening to it like this, I just thought to myself, what a boring song. They'll just, apart from the whistle bit, which was the only reason why it got famous, I think, but there's nothing to it. Bassline was alright. Just boring, in my opinion. Nothing to it. Singers weren't great. Singers weren't great at all. But I didn't know that they were Swedish. And I didn't know that song that was all over FIFA was by a Swedish band. So yeah, cool. I've got time to do one more song, so the first person that can suggest a Scandinavian artist to me in the comment section, I'll go and listen to it. First one has to be Scandinavian though, and then I'm going to do that one, and then I'll say goodnight. So oh, Alte's come up with Sabaton. Sabaton's metal though, Alte, and I wanted to stay away from the metal tonight. Sigur Rós, I've done Sigur Rós, I've done Untitled number 1, Untitled number 4. I've not heard of Anekdoten though. Max Maidment. Who is Anekdoten? Let's see what type of music they do. Progressive rock. Does progressive rock mean that it's going to be like 25 minutes long though? There's so many prog rocks and prog metal fans on this channel. And all the songs are like hours long. Let's have a look at this. What's this? Sigur Rós. Oh, that's Glossola. Let's have a look for some Anekdoten songs. I'm guessing Anekdoten means the anecdote. Oh, hang on. Is my little girl awake? Maybe just coughed, something like that. I want to see how long Gravity is, because apparently that is the number 1 Anekdoten song I should be listening to. Minutes 20. The War is Over. I'm going to do that. That was voted number 3 and it's only 4 minutes 42. So I'll listen to that Anekdoten. The War is Over. Let's have a look at this. Let's get it up on YouTube. Sorry, there might be some adverts, so... No, straight in. Okay. Right. I'm going to jump in then. This is Anekdoten Gravity. No, it's not. It's not Gravity. It's The War is Over. Let's do this.
and me. So come and bless my soul. It's all about to
Such a cheesy video.
The blue whippoorwill sings on the other side of the rain. We're through with the games. We survived the hate and the pain. The storm's gone away. So come, my kingdom, come today.
That was nice. Yeah, that was nice. That was good. I like that. That was Anecdoten, The War Is Over. Yeah, that was a relaxing, chill out kind of vibe to it. It was good. I didn't like the video. I thought the video was a little bit cheesy, but you know, if it's low budget, then I don't know how big the band were or anything like that. It might just be a low budget video. If that's the case, it's not that bad. But I just thought it was a little bit cheesy, but I don't know if that's their thing or not, whether they're deliberately trying to do that. But yeah, I like that. I'd be interested to know how big these guys were, or how big these guys are even. Where are they from? Are they from Sweden, or... yeah, let me know in the comment section. I'm interested, actually. Let's have a look at some of these comments then. Did not expect this when tuning in. Fair enough. Never mind, still 130 plus songs of Angelina to like. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm going to find something that I like in there. And to be fair, I did like... you know, actually, let me clarify that. I've liked all three songs that I've heard. But I've just had observations about all three of them as well. And... yeah, I think she's... don't get me wrong, I think she's fantastic. I think the song was good as well. Just could have done more. I was just a little bit disappointed by it. Try maybe... Oh, Alte said this is nice. It is Alte, you're right. Try maybe Cry Me a River, It's a Man's World, Born to Die, Wicked Game, Wake Me Up by Angelina. Here is a playlist for easy access to my preferred versions. Okay. John, I feel robbed, but it's all good, man. This sound was good to chill to. Never heard of them before. Feels like the swell and roll of waves. It did actually. It did have that kind of feel to it. It did have a feel to it. Oh, you feel robbed, Joel, because you suggested Sigur Rós, didn't you? Sigur Rós, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love them. You know, watch the first version. I think I was in tears the first song that I listened to, Untitled Number 1. So I'll never say no to Sigur Rós, but I just wanted to try and listen to a band that I've never heard before. But I can stick that Glossoli in these suggestions list for sure. They're still very small and from Sweden. Okay, that's cool. Well, I mean, John, to be fair, you said first. If we're going to go first, Alte got in there first with Sabaton. But, you know, and to be fair, maybe I should have clarified when I said get your artist names in the comments. I should have said an artist that I haven't heard before. Okay, I might give Anecdoten a listen. Maybe even if it's just in the car on Spotify or something. Spotify, by the way, is another Swedish invention. Did you know that Spotify is Scandinavian? But yeah, I think I'm going to call it a night now. What time is it? 11:15 at night, and I've got a little girl in bed and probably going to wake me up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I've got work as well, so I'm going to call it a night and get to bed. Thanks very much for tuning in, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. This all was very last minute, not prepared at all. If you aren't a subscriber and you're watching, then it'd be really great if you could consider subscribing to the channel. You know, I've done lots and lots of these different artists. I've done ABBA and Aurora and Angelina Jordan and stuff like that in the past. Nearly said Angelina Jolie then in the past, but that would have been a mistake. Alte, I should have said Mayhem. Yes, you should have said Mayhem. Omar, you're late again. Sorry, mate, I'm literally about to sign off. I'm really sorry. Thanks very much for tuning in. I'm going to say good night. Thanks very much. Have a good night, guys. And I'll see you very soon. Take care.